Honey Novick was going to start off the program, and she'll introduce the poets. I met Honey in the beginning of the 100,000 Poets Adventure here in Toronto in 2011, and she's a dear, dear friend, always ready to pitch in, and always busy with events and activities. So Honey Novick is a singer and songwriter, full member of the League of Canadian Poets, Writers Union of Canada, and Poetry and Voice. Her Member of Provincial Parliament, Jill Andrews, nominated her to be Poet Laureate of the Province of Ontario, and she had 8 recordings and 10 chapbooks published. She's working on a new collection of poems and stories called Voice Yoga Now, to be published by 1,000 Trees in Guelph, Ontario. The Stock Community Center awarded her in 2024 Outstanding Neighbor. She earned her 5th Gerstein Legacy Fund Award in teaching voice yoga. She sings with Bill Bissett, George Elliott Clarke, Kyp Harness, and is an artist in residence for the Friendly Spike Theater Band, and she directs Liter-art and Womanvoice.
Oh my God! Okay, now I have to live up to all of that. Anyway, it's so nice to see you all. Welcome here to our much loved gallery, The Secret Handshake. And, okay. So, sometimes, I don't know how you feel, but I feel that poetry is like a friend, somebody that I could go to when there's dire straits. While walking on fresh grass, a sparkle caught my eye. Maybe it was a dewdrop catching the sun's rays. Maybe it's like the myth that crows gleam towards shiny objects. I too hone in on those special rays looking for an omen. I bent to see if it was dew, but it was a shiny dime. Feeling further, I found a quarter, then a nickel, and then another quarter. Truly a mystical oracle. I helped a friend deliver clothes in the park, then met another who invited me to lunch at a community picnic. After lunch, we talked, and I needed to tell her lawyer boyfriend that she recommended to do my will took my money, cashed my check, and did nothing for 2.5 years. You think that's funny?
A little bit.
I do too. Huh. Finally, I absolved him of any duty to me and asked for my money back. And you can laugh again. Nothing. Then the conundrum began. Do I tell my friend and risk the friendship, or do I remain silent? I chose silence until today. After unburdening my soul and relieving my heart's pressure, she said she would speak with him and not to worry about the friendship. She said, "You are a better friend to me." With tears in my eyes and a heart so much lighter, I went to find the washroom. If this is a gift from the crows, it is invaluable. I actually ran into him 2 weeks ago, and I mentioned it again. And he said he would get it back to me. And he's physically disabled. And his caregiver said, "What's your address?" So it's been 2 weeks, nothing. And now there's a postal strike.
It's not coming, it's not coming.
Maybe you can will it back.
Come on, don't. I need faith to carry on.
Go ahead.
I never want to be that cynical, but you're right. There's always a possibility.
Nope.
But there's always a chance it could be, and that's what I live for.
You do you.
What?
You do you.
Absolutely. So, Coy Wolf is, You, me, Canadian, hybrid, underrated, a real thing. Google it. One hot, dark night, appearing before me alone on the road of a Toronto street, a coy wolf, larger than a coyote, smaller than a gray wolf, staring at each other in surprise and wonder. Me, protected in a car, it, fearless, sauntered off into the bushes. Coy wolf, to me, is a mystical emissary, reminding me to stop, become aware of other living forces like hybrids. In this world, there are many adaptable, cunning creatures, survivors, smart and beautiful, non-aggressive, like me, and like me, from Mid-Eastern Canada. My ancestry is North African, European, Palestinian, Israeli, and now Canadian, Torontonian. Toronton I am. I too am a hybrid. We are adaptable survivors, bringing one culture and melding it to another. I had never seen, heard, nor been aware of these canid dogs until one stopped me on the road. This one was beautiful, sleek, emerging when needed, reminding me of all my relations, adaptable, non-threatening. In a world of rapid change, almost invisible mystical signs appear, reminding me people see what we want to see and be who we want to be. A friend, but not being too friendly with a coy wolf. How I got to smoke Brian Wilson's herb, the details. Hollywood, 1966. A young tourist, wannabe performer comes from Toronto. She thinks of herself as little Mary Sunshine and goes about doing all the things teenagers were supposed to be into at that time, like visiting 16 magazine, going to the Forest Lawn Cemetery, Disneyland, the beach, Knott's Berry Farm, the Hollywood Bowl, et al., and not to be dismissed lightly, an audition for the Dating Game TV show. In the green room, another young woman came up to me to ask for directions. Did I know how to get to such and such? No, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I distracting you?
No.
It is kind of rude, you know.
Alright, I'm not looking at the phone, I'm just trying to see something.
I don't care. It's distracting. So, anyway, in the green room, another young woman came up to me to ask for directions. Did I know how to get to such and such? No, I didn't. I said I was from Toronto. She said, so am I. What are the chances? She grew up at Markham and Dundas West, and I lived one block over at Palmerston Avenue. We became quite friendly, and she invited me to her home in the Hollywood Hills. Her boyfriend was a musician with the association, and they were going on tour with the Beach Boys. She was asked to hold Brian Wilson's herb. After dinner, she asked if I'd like to try some. I said I had never done it before. As she was very persuasive and I was very curious, I tried it and really got into staring at the flames of the fireplace. Soon it was time to leave. I was living on the infamous Wonderland Trail, and we had to drive through the hills. En route, a deer crossed our path. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had. I felt responsible, able to view my world in a different perspective, and humbled. I was imbibing God's gift to a world not known for valuing that which it is given. Thank you, Brian, for that, for trusting this woman, and for your wonderful music. Huh?
Who was the girl?
I can't remember her name. She, like me, was, just one of these wannabes.
She's still in
I would imagine her family was living there. Her father was a lawyer, so I would imagine he got a lot of work, and her family lived there.
No, I just was curious.
Yeah, I never kept in touch. It was just one of those things. She had a fling with one of the guys in the association. You know, as some of us were wont to do in those days, find a group. You know, cherish is the word. You know that group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
association.
Anyway, okay, let's do a little bit of history here. I mean, other kind of history than Brian Wilson. So, does anybody know who Chloe Cooley was? Nobody? So did you ever see a stamp that said Chloe Cooley? Hi, do you want to come in?
Oh, okay.
You do?
Yeah,
No?
okay.
Okay. So, Chloe Cooley, I don't know if it was her, but somebody's, I guess, imagining of her face was put on a Canadian stamp. And this is one of the reasons. Chloe Cooley is her name. Chloe Cooley's significance unnoticed by fame, but Chloe Cooley made history. Her story changed the laws of Canadian slavery. Because of Chloe Cooley, Canadian slavery came to an end. Her story was something no one could portend. She was sold like chattel and property without a quiver. She was sold across the Niagara River. Fortunately witnessed and then reported by Peter Martin, a black loyalist, this was a story he couldn't resist, told to Lieutenant Governor John Graves Simcoe of the sale of this human cargo. So, to pass the act, no turning back, time to pass the act to limit slavery, Upper Canada, 1793. The act was passed within a year, stoking the flames of some people's fear, setting up legislature on this land, the first and only act the British colonies had at hand. This limited slavery, done with patience, fortitude, and a lot of bravery until full abolition was passed in 1834. 1793 to 1834. Truly, a human condition that only some people abhor, yet this was a victory galore. Back to Chloe Cooley, fearless, peerless. It's time to honor her with gratitude and fame. We've learned a little of what encompasses this name, Chloe Cooley. It is our duty to say her name, Chloe Cooley. Okay, I'm just going to, somebody once asked me, what is the purpose of education? And I thought about it, and so this is what I came up with. For me, education is a master key to unlocking many doors. The doors of socialization, the windows of curiosity, the portico to philosophical and spiritual adventures, the peephole into intimacies, the means of self-betterment, the entranceway to the future, the avenue of understanding, the entrance into a realm of possibility, and the way to live a life fulfilled. And if I were going to rewrite this today, I would add that the most dangerous thing you can ever do is give people education. It's revolutionary because people are afraid of people who think, who are able to imagine, who are able to say no and understand that there's a power to how we feel. So anyway, I'm going to thank you for your attention, and I'm just going to end by singing this little song. For some of you, you may know that about 25 years ago or so, maybe 30, 14 women were killed at the Montreal Polytechnique in Montreal. And Susan Beamish did a whole art show of works dedicated to the lives and the atrocity of this event. the show was called Don't Remain Silent, and she took some of my lyrics and included it in the show. So I'd like to end my portion with the words to my contribution. I stand alone, like one sun shining bright in the sky. I stand alone, like one moon glowing bright in the dark. I stand alone, by myself, indomitable. I will prevail, like one wind blowing strong through the trees. I will come through, like one life giving birth to create. I will grow too, all alone, not as one, by myself, like the sun. We are here together. We will brave any weather. We will fight and glow and shine and know we are here together. Without you, what am I? Without me, who are you? We are here for one another. There can be no other way to live, way to sing, way to laugh, way to bring the great glory of life to you and to me, and so we will be together.